Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Crypto. No ads, no BS, so make sure you press the like button. Crypto market grows by $13 billion as Bitcoin breaks the $10,000 threshold for the first time since February. Yes, it is true, we did break above $10,000, we did not stay there, we did not close there, but a couple of pushes today pushed it above the $10,000 threshold, which is still a pretty cool achievement since it hasn't happened in a couple of months. Now, what does this mean? Well, it means that there is a lot of good possibilities for a more sustained move above $10,000 if the bulls decide to continue this on. However, it could also be that the bears are too strong at $10,000 and we're actually going to go all the way back down to the nearest big support and we might have to retest $10,000 a whole completely different time. Crypto regulatory clarity in India, the missing piece to mass adoption. India has actually been ready for crypto for a very long time, and one of the keystones that is missing for just global adoption, or at least, I guess, national adoption over in India, is just a really understanding regulatory piece of framework. And yes, India has been complaining about it for a very long time. They've been trying to get their rules in place a little bit better since they ruled it out a couple of months ago. However, they're not quite out of the woods yet, and a lot of Indians are just not happy because it's all going so slow and they're looking for the right direction. They're not getting all the help they would need and want, and really it's a big hurdle for mass adoption there. Paul Tudor Jones reportedly buys Bitcoin as an inflation hedge, compares crypto to 70s gold trade. I briefly went over this already in one of the other videos, but it is important to know that he is buying Bitcoin futures and not buying actual crypto. Big mistake that's been made, a little bit of a baity title, but yes. The Bitcoin halving is only 3 days and 9 hours away, and OX, by the way, skyrocketed 150% following weekly stake payouts and name check by Vitalik. So yes, it is not a joke. If you checked OX out over on the coin market cap, you would see that they are up right now 55%, going completely parabolic after again this just happened. Peter Brandt warns that XRP is a manipulated market and a dead end. We went about it before, but he is positive on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and he's saying that XRP is going to go to 1100 Satoshi, basically towards nothing, and you're going to lose your money. Ripple co-founder steadily cashing out his XRP. Again, this is being repeated again and again and again, as Jeb McCallum, one of the co-founders over at Ripple, is selling a small dose of his XRP every single day. But again, he's not working at the company anymore. He has no affiliation with XRP anymore. He just has a lot of those coins. However, as stated before, is just a small portion of the daily volume and it will never exceed a certain amount and will never be a big factor. 108 million USDT Tron moved to Binance, while Tether prints another 120 million Tether. So yes, Tether has been printing like crazy. A lot of people are worried about whether or not Tether is properly backed. At least up to this point, I have no idea if we can check if Tether is properly backed. But a lot of money is being moved to Binance right now. We saw that in April they were number one. Most likely in May they will be number one exchange of crypto again. But CZ has hinted that they'll be buying more servers because a lot of money is moving. And here some money is not moving to Binance, at least some of it is, but not completely. But again, another 260 million XRP is moved there, as again, these guys are willing to trade right now. Some crazy numbers, some crazy amounts. After breaching $10,000, the probability of Bitcoin hitting $1 million has risen dramatically by Raoul Pa. And again, I went over this in one of my different videos, but to briefly go over it again, is that on the classical charting techniques of the perfect wedge here, it's looking like Bitcoin will go to $40,000. And on the logarithmic chart, it's actually looking like we'll get to $1 million potentially. Big prediction, however, he's a pretty big guy, and he's also stating that this might not be true, but it may be. Then Cardano, Charles Hoskinson teases Haskell Shelley testnet, next week details. Cardano Shelley is a fully decentralized stage of the blockchain progress. The Shelley start and staking launch are amongst the most anticipated crypto events of 2020, and he's just hinted a little bit over on Twitter that a lot will be going on next week surrounding the testnet. And last but not least, Samsung plans to join Apple and Google at the FinTech party with its own debit card. Samsung US has announced that this summer, via a partnership with American personal finance company SOF, it is planning to bring a debit card and cash management account to the Samsung Pay experience, which is going to be amazing. So guys, thank you all for watching this video. This was 5 Minute Crypto, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.